All right, guys, welcome. I'm doing some creek fishing today. It's going to be a real head scratcher. Well, I've already been fishing for a little bit. Went back to the creek that I fished shrimp with a little bit back, and trying to figure out where the fish are now that the water temperature's dropped just 10 degrees or so. Yeah, let's see what we can do and try to see if we can catch anything interesting doing this. Definitely feels like winter today. All right, so I'm gonna make my first drift here. I'm fishing deep today. I feel like I might be wasting my time up shallow. So I got a 1/2 ounce jig head ready. I'm gonna be losing quite a bit of tackle, I'm imagining. I had a couple real interesting marks here just now. Second cast, can't beat that. Didn't want to hit on the vertical. I cast it, there we go, fish on. What is it? 15 feet, I marked some great looking, oh, red. Great looking stuff down there in 15 feet, so wasn't sure what we're gonna find here. This little goofy. All right, red drum, first cast. So I'm starting off at the same hole I found a bunch of fish the other week, right? I'm straight artificial in it today. Water has dropped 10 degrees, so probably rule out the shallows for the most part. Okay, that's a 15 feet of water red drum. That's a good one. Definitely a good one. Okay, so I've stopped on this. There's trees and stuff around here. And I just casted this whiptail shad up current here, bounced it back. I'm gonna lose a lot of jigs doing this, so I'm definitely doing the Walmart jigs. Somewhere around there. Okay, I see life. I saw a school stripers or something. I like literally stopped because I saw something really good as I was moving through the area here. Okay, so don't cast that way. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Let's see if I still got my leader at least. Yeah, I do. Okay. A lot of current on the bank here. About to fall off into oblivion here. Not gonna try to jig after 25. Oh my gosh, I got a fish on there. I didn't think that was a fish. It thumped and didn't do anything. Damn, that thing was deep. 30 feet of water, man. Oh, it's a drum, man. It's one of the deepest red drum I've ever caught in a creek. Dang, so deep. I had zero idea I had a fish on there. I really thought, I knew there was trees right there on 25 feet, and boom. Righty pal. No shortage of 3-pounders. All right, let's stick to I want to keep drifting. Using these 6-inch whiptail baits and a 3/8 ounce jig head. All right, let's make this the last drift on this one. I am marking fish here, so I don't want to leave it that badly, but it seems like I'm not going to be catching a whole lot of fish out of each hole. It's going to be a rough day on tackle, I'll tell you that. I'm going to try Mackinac. I am marking a lot of fish, but the thing is, a lot of stuff might be off because of that cold, so. Striper, okay. I think there's a few of these guys here somewhere. That was 10 feet. It's a pretty light leader, so I almost want to net him, but I think we got this guy. It was on a 3/8 ounce Mackinac shad, a schoolie striped bass, you know, 22, 23 incher. Typically most of them end up being that size. We have a moratorium on them. They're kind of in the mix usually with the reds and speckled trout in the winter time. I'm starting to lose tackle left and right. I'm stopping at every tree I see on the bottom, and yeah, I'm about 50-50, so. Marking life is the problem. If I wasn't marking fish, I wouldn't care. But the fact I'm seeing a couple of fishies on my sonar, can't troll over it, you're gonna snag up with trolling. Gotta try to jig it, but it's not easy. Oh, shit. Oh. All right, in 12 feet of water, I had a bite here. Guessing that was a red drum, kind of near that grass bank there. This area is absolutely evil. Lost like 3 jig heads so far here. And I had 2 bites. I really am curious if they're stripers or reds. I don't know, I think they were too ferocious to be stripers. Stripers can be kind of mushy. Got him. Good fish. Striped bass. Fellow there. I guess that's one problem with the autopilot, is generally a little bit higher up. Okay. Give that chatterbait a good thumping. schoolie stripers. Almost like a fun game to play. Well, anything I own survived this place. Trout. Get some smaller profiles now. It's not really a great bite. Little spotted sea trap. Fish are deep, huh? 14 feet. Not gonna keep this guy today. Perhaps another day. But, alright. Bites are bites this time of year. Alright, I'm gonna switch it up. I switched it off bigger stuff. I'm trying this little gulp paddle shad. I'm not surprised I'm catching specks now that I went to smaller profile. There could be a giant gator in one of these creeks, but for the most part, expecting most of these trout to be that 15, 16 inchers. Kind of more interested to see if we get a, reds and stripers, honestly. Back to the spot, I got kind of pulverized on a structure. See if we get any bites there. I'm trolling. I haven't gotten a bump on the troll either. So flounder? Something good. That's no flounder, actually. What is that? Striper. For some reason I thought that was going to be a flounder. I don't know why. Kind of mushy hit. Ate the gulp paddle shad. Another average schoolie striped bass for around here. They also like the brush pile. Today left me scratching my head. It's hard because I couldn't find live concentrated anywhere. One red was in 25 feet, another red was in 15. Stripers were both about 12, but it was everywhere I went was one bite. So, and I marked a lot of fish in one particular area that were just not having it. So a lot of little frustrations going on. So, but I'm gonna head back to the car now, and I think we'll try this again. Maybe tomorrow or the day after, and see if the little warm-up's gonna improve the bite. That was a 10-degree shift very quickly, so that's not always the best move. So, all right, let's see what we do tomorrow. Hang on. Well, it's the next day, and I went out and bought some shrimp. Yesterday was hard. I'm not gonna lie. I only had like 6, 7 bites all day. Fished a lot of areas, tried to find some fish, and everywhere I went, I would say it was hard. So today I'm just riding around, gonna fish different stuff. That's another reason I bought live shrimp. So I'm gonna focus on stuff like that. Brush piles, it's hard to tell what's on what. But creek there, structure here. Let's see what happens. Guessing the best depths are probably that 10 to 15 foot range. still has not warmed up yet today, so I think there would be something in there, right? That was the first gar I've seen in a while. Haven't seen too many gar down here even. Ooh, got a little bite. Not very big. Trap. Ask and you shall receive. First catfish in quite some time. Channel cat, actually. Got a fish on here. Came up on this flat here. Marked a bunch. Okay. It's 15 feet of water. Let's see what this is. This feels like a drum. Catfish and drum in the same environments. How cool is that? This could be a catfish though. I mean, I'm in salt water, so that is a red drum. All right. Catfish and drum in the same house. Nice. Okay, slot red. Pretty cool. So these reds seem to be around brush piles. Do another drop with live shrimp. It was like instant with a live shrimp, and now I'm on the jig. I'm not getting any bites. Okay, so this is incredibly difficult in my opinion, but the scenery is the coolest out here, man. Our saltwater creeks do like fishing in a forest. Right there. All right. Fishing in the trees, baby. I think he might have got me. He got me. It's so crazy. I'm fishing in a forest, literally. I stopped on a big brush pile. I can't tell if it's just loaded with reds. All I know is I broke off a fish up here. All right, bottom line, right? This is the unglorious side of fishing. I'm putting in time. I'm actually not killing it on live shrimp. I almost feel like I did better with artificial. I just want to learn new stuff. I'll, you know, try to be as well-rounded as possible. Probably won't come back here for a little bit, but I might. We'll see. It's kind of fun to do this on the windier, just lousy weather days, which we have no shortage of here in eastern North Carolina. But every year is different. So why, if you're wondering, you see a lot of dead trees around me, right? Reason for that is when they were doing dredging on, you know, the whole coast and making shipping channels around here and in many other parts of the coast. They have expanded the tide, basically the velocity of moving water, and I might have said that wrong, but bigger tides bring salt water further inland, killing trees that can't survive that. Just to kind of to explain why there's all these dead trees around me. This was probably historically all freshwater, never saw any salt water. That's what, and then, you know, bigger tides brought in some salt water, and there's a lot of history to read up on, you know, in my region. It's a good read. But ate my shrimp here, guys. Gosh. Well, I don't think this is anything new. It's the same stuff we did before, so won't keep it too long. I wanted to see how badly I'm gonna outfish. Yesterday I was only able to catch one red here with jigs, so curious if I start dropping shrimp down, am I gonna be like, oh yeah, tons of fish to catch here. This is the same fish for me. I'm pretty sure this is the same fish from the other day. Stop picking me up off this brush pile, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same one I've been catching a couple days now. All right, I'm working my way in. I wouldn't say that it's totally a throwaway trip, but I don't know this area that well, so I went back with shrimp again because the bite got tougher with artificial, and now I learned with shrimp that I didn't outfish myself with artificial at all, actually. I spent a lot more time. I mean, I had a similar amount of bites, I would say, but for the most part, yeah, it was tough. I was kind of curious to see if whatever red drum that I found definitely moved around a bunch and are doing, you know, red drum things. They're definitely still in this creek, but they're not concentrated, and with big tides they're probably either A, not feeding, or B, they're moving around and getting into areas that, you know, I might not know where to look. How's that sound? Water's creeping back to 56, so bite should improve in a day or two. These were windier days anyway, so I probably wouldn't have done much. So I enjoyed myself running around, learning some new terrain. So that's that for the most part. Let me get back to the car, check the video's description, links, everything we used, and I think I'll catch up with you guys on the next video. That was interesting though, because it was good to see that artificials can sometimes be efficient, for sure. I would have had to work really hard for all my bites either way. So that's my take on it all. So, all right. Catch up with you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.